Alright guys, it's Montana time. We're headed to Montana now. Just give you an idea of, look at all that. All that. It's the Beverly Hillbillies of Montana. So we're just leaving now. We got a almost 1,500 mile trip. So we're gonna do it in 3 days this time, and we're gonna stay at some little cabins, which will be nice. So it won't be as stressful. So yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
All right. Thank you for watching part 2. Bye. We're on the road. We're in the mountains. We're in Fawnskin up over here by Big Bear. There's the lake and Pooh Bear.
Here we go. Now we can see the lake. Here it is. And there's mountains. There's lots of snow still on the back of the highest peaks. But it's been so warm, it's melting really fast.
Post a lot because what you see is what you get for the next 200 some odd miles. Desert, desert, desert. But we are, what, 45 minutes away from Vegas?
Maybe, yeah.
We just passed Baker. We saw in the video part 1. That's the one with the giant thermometer. We just passed all that. But once we get past the desert, we get into Utah. I'll be posting a lot more. That's where the beautiful scenery really takes place. But this isn't too bad. We're going to go up this pass, and then as soon as we reach the top of this, we're going to be able to see the Nevada state line. All right? Say bye.
Bye.
I don't know if you guys can see those solar lights, but those things are super bright. I also heard that if a bird gets next to them, they disintegrate. How good is that for the environment? So if you look down over here, that is Prim. That's the border of Nevada, California. But I'll go ahead and video the sign that says Welcome Nevada. We are now officially in Nevada. Right there, welcome to Nevada. Whiskey Peak is torn down.
Yeah. More Whiskey Peaks.
Yeah, and then this right here is Buffalo Bill, and it was so much fun. Pooh Bear and I went through that roller coaster.
Yeah.
They had a log jam ride,
That was
water
fun.
ride. It was fun. Yeah. All right, next stop, Terrible's. For a Brody bathroom break. We made it to Terrible's over here in Nevada, and there's everything but the kitchen sink. And there's Pooh Bear. Hi.
Hello.
How does it feel to be out of California?
Good.
Okay, good. All right, and
Except
then
for we are in the desert, so it's hot. So
yeah. And we got Brody back here somewhere doing his potty break, and it's gonna be my potty break. So I will talk to you soon. Welcome back. We are now hitting the border of Arizona. So say bye-bye, adios to lost wages. And now we're getting closer to Montana. Here we go.
Arizona.
Yay!
The Virgin River.
I'll have to tell you when we're off this. All right, next stop is Utah.
Virgin River Gorge. Pretty cool geology up there. Beds are not straight. They're pointing upwards. Go around the big truck.
The fuel truck.
The fuel truck. Too bad it wasn't the shiny kinds we could really see ourselves in it. Kind of.
I have a clue.
Here we are. You have a what?
I'm automatically closed.
Look at these. Look at these. Look at that uplift of those beds. Woo. Crazy. Definitely got pushed up here on the Utah side. If anybody likes geology, that's a little piece of information for you because they're not horizontal.
So your rule of thumb is always make your bed. Don't push it up. Push it down.
Let's see if we got any more. See, look, even there, see, they were laid down flat because they're sedimentary rocks. When there was water, then they got pushed up. On one side. There you go. Let's see what this one looks like. It's a big tall one right there. Look at that big old massive rock. That one's more horizontal.
It's fossilized dinosaur poop.
Look at all those ones. You can probably find a bunch of minerals in here. Be quite a scary climb. Trying to see if there's a place where the water is, right? There's supposed to be water in below this. Let's see. Oh, nada.
Well, the guy hit his brake. It's gonna be part of the rock. Welcome to Utah. Yay! All right, we only have one more thing. Yeah. Wow. All right. I'm happy because we're getting past the desert part, and we're gonna start looking more of the mountain part. So now the trip's gonna be a little bit nicer. Well, okay, well, really a lot more nicer. All right, we're in St. George, Utah. And we're just gonna, I think we're gonna find a place for a Brody break. But we're gonna head to Beaver, Utah for the greatest tacos I ever had. So stay tuned. All right, welcome back everyone. It was taco time. We're over here at Beaver, Utah. And when I used to drive semi, I always stopped for tacos here. So if you ever at the Flying J, right there, the Flying J over here in Beaver, Utah, there's a little taco shack inside. It's Eagle's Nest, Flying J. So here are the tacos. I'm gonna get that. Where is it? Hold on. There you go. That is some scrumptious tacos. All right. Voila.
You're good.
Mm.
You're messy. Don't eat them in your truck.
Yeah, we have to eat them outside because they're really messy. But highly recommended. We're almost going to stay the night at Fillmore. Stay tuned. Bye. Welcome back, guys. We have made it to Fillmore, Utah, and we got a little cabin, which works out pretty good. Let's see. Let me go ahead and switch it over. And here's the cabin. And it comes with a watchdog. Hi, Brody. Check it out. It's your man.
Come on in.
Hey, hello.
Hi. Can I offer you a drink?
Oh, wow. Am I a lucky man or what?
It's our little place for the night.
Yeah. Matter of fact, yeah, let me just do a 360. We got the front room right here. And we have the dining room right here. We have the kitchen right here. We got the TV game room. And then we got the big bed. Yeah, so big. As a matter of fact, the covers that we have for the bed didn't even fit. That's how big the bed is, just to let you know. And then we have a watchdog.
A loving watchdog.
Uh-huh. Not bad. Yeah. So it was 500 miles. It took us 10 hours, maybe. But that includes a taco stop, fuel stop.
7:30 we stopped.
7:30 and got here at 5:30 with multiple stops.
Terrible gas for tacos.
And those tacos were damn good too.
3 times.
2-3 times. All right. We will see you guys have a good night, and we will talk tomorrow. Right, we are going to be leaving Fillmore, and we are going to head to Layton, Utah, going through Salt Lake City, and get to see one of my cousins for the very first time. And she lives in Florida, but she's up here with her mom in Layton, so that'll be the next stop. I'm excited for that. Have a cup of coffee. Coming into Idaho. Just waiting for the sign. So anyways, we spent some time visiting my cousin over there in Layton, Utah. It was nice. Spent around an hour there. But before that, we were battling Salt Lake City traffic. Just everyone going to work. Saw a couple different accidents, bumper to bumper, but we made it through, and we are now almost to Idaho. Exit 399. Okay, where are you?
Where are you?
Where are you? Where are you in Idaho?
Your sign.
Yeah. Here's your sign. Tick tock, tick tock. Hello.
Up here.
I guess Idaho doesn't have a sign.
Maybe that's the sign, that blue one right over there.
Oh, yeah, way over there. Hope you guys are enjoying the trip. Tick tock, come on. Oh, yep, that's it, Idaho. All right, 71 miles to Pocatello.
Yep.
So we are going to be making it to Butte, and we should make it there a little bit after 3 o'clock. Pooh Bear got us a nice little cabin over there, so we're excited for that one.
Sportsman's Lodge.
Sportsman's Lodge in Butte, Montana.
Yeah.
So here we go. Idaho. Let's see if it says welcome to Idaho. Welcome back, guys. We have made it officially to Montana. Right there, yes. Continental Divide.
6,807.
We are on our homestay. We're almost to our destination for the evening. And it's a Moni Dada is the name of the town. And it's a combination of my wife and I.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, if you look at all the snow right here, Saturday, the roads were all snow covered. It was crazy weather. It took me a while to get through this pass. So you see all that. So the next destination, or the next video, would be our destination. Stay tuned, you're gonna love it. Okay, we have made it over here to Sportsman's Lodge. We're 30 minutes from Butte, I think. Have a nice little area. Get together, had a good supper, had my steak. Pooh Bear had her halibut. Let's go in here. Let's go check it out. Hi, Brody.
Welcome.
This is our cute little cabin.
Excuse me.
Hi, Brody. Hi, Brody. Hey, Brody,
Yeah, the
knuckle
clothes
up.
all behind
Thank you.
Because of Brody.
Yeah.
He wants to go eat.
Nice. It's a nice place.
Yeah, which day again?
Yeah. Highly recommended. And then we got 3.5 hours till we head home. Till we are at home. Thank goodness. Yay. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Today is the final day. We're going to be home probably around 4 hours from now. We're around 30 minutes from Butte. We are staying at the Sportsman Lodge, and there's our cabin. It's a wonderful place, man. I highly recommend that. We have nothing bad to say about this. Price was very reasonable, and it was a great location. You see the mountain range right there? See? With your eyes closed.
Over me, I have the sun. Sorry.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead, and I think the next destination I'll go ahead and videotape will be a Missoula area, and then from there, straight shot home.
Yay.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.
We finally made it to the 90. We just passed Butte and Anaconda, and we're headed to Deer Lodge. Just wanted to show you the beautiful mountain range that we have. Basically, be mountains from here on out, all the way up north to Bigfork, Kalispell area. Beautiful area.
There you go.
There's the prison.
There's the Deer Lodge prison right there. I just caught it just in time.
A lot of history.
Crazy, huh?
Go get a drink at the Cell Block Tavern. Deer Lodge, Montana. This is a cute little town, though.
It is a cute little town. That's why I'm like, well, let me tape this because it's very cool.
Look at all the old buildings. I mean, just like
Yeah.
even that inn right there, the Montana Inn.
The Montana Inn. I'm trying to see if, like, one of the signs, sometimes they say, you know, established. Deer Lodge established.
I know the prison was built in the late 1800s.
Here's another part of the old town. Keep this part going here.
Yeah. Historic district, that's what it says. Kind of resembles old part of Kalispell downtown.
It does, but Kalispell is much more like,
I mean, the old brick building.
yeah,
The way the tops are.
yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. A lot of history.
Clock tower. And there we go, and I see our gas station.
Yeah, excellent.
Alrighty, see you later.
Everyone, we went ahead and just got off the 90 on the 93 to Kalispell. This is one of the last legs of the trip before we get into Bigfork. The 93 will lead us to Polson, and then we take another highway and lead us to Bigfork. And that is it. It's been a long day, but we knew this last day was going to be a lot easier since we went into full days. This right here is just a small little pass that we're going up to the top. And then the next video that I'll go ahead and put on here is once we hit Flathead Lake. That's a breathtaking sight that you'll see once we pop over the hill in Polson. All right, Big Bear. Hi. There's another pretty part of the drive. You can see the mountain range.
Beautiful. Look at that mountain range. That's just
Little mountains.
Mission.
This is the Mission Mountain Range right here. This is the first view of the Mission Mountain Range off the 93. You come into the lower part. Still on the way to Polson. But I just wanted to get this, let everyone see it.
It's beautiful.
This is another one of those scenery.
Yeah.
That's some rugged peaks right over there.
I don't think you can go through those, right? Is that where Great Falls is on the
Yeah,
other side?
no, you could go around it. That's the 200.
Okay.
We went around. There's no roads that go up and over.
Besides Glacier, which is pretty.
Welcome to Flathead Lake. Right there. I don't know if you can see. Okay, there you go. That's better. Welcome to Flathead Lake. How beautiful that is. That right there is the largest lake on on the western part of the United States. 36 miles long, 16 miles wide. And we also have Nellie, the Loch Ness Monster, here too. They don't call it Lolly or Lely or whatever her name is. Lily. I forgot what they call it. But this is Bolson.
I bet you if it was clear today, that would have been even a more spectacular sight. See all the mountains from my glacier in the background.
I know the whole the angels be singing in the background. But we are going to get on the 35, and we're going to be following the lake all the way to the north end of it, and that's where Bigfork is. Stay tuned. There's the lake, Flathead Lake. It's a beautiful drive. It's 35 if you're ever up in northwest Montana.
Sure is. That beach down there, that's nice.
And believe it or not, this is my bus route too for where I work. So I get to enjoy this twice a day.
Yeah, it's really nice down there with the kayaks and down there.
And if you look at the videos last year or longer than that, but I take Brody to a little beach called Yellow Bay, and you get to see him. It's a dog area, so he gets to run around and off leash and swim, play in the lake. There we go. There's a good view.
There's gonna be another good one right here. Wow.
Breathtaking. All right. Next stop, Ferndale, where our house is. Okay.
That's a good one.
So this is another view of Flathead Lake. Kind of a higher advantage. Viewing advantage. Okay, one of the last roadways we're going to be on. This right here is the Swan River. Pooh Bear and I have floated that in another video. Of course, we do everything in a video so you can see it and enjoy life of GRIZZ and life of Pooh Bear. And you look at the mountain range over here, and that's the Swan Mountain Range as compared to the Mission Mountain Range is behind us. We just went past it. And we are almost there. We're getting one more little highway, and we are going to be home. Thank you for joining this 3,000-mile trip. I'm sure you probably don't feel as exhausted as I do, and Pooh Bear here, but at least I'm happy that she's here to join me on the last lake. The second half. The second half. So here is the Swan River.
This where you said it's really icy, this bridge.
Yeah. In the winter time. Everything's icy during the winter time. We're home. Long trip, but we already started unpacking. We lost track of the video, but we want to just let everyone know that we did make it. 3,000 miles, 4.5 days. We took our time the second leg coming up, so we did that in 2.5 days versus 2 days going down there. So, but Pooh Bear's here,
Yay, made it.
our Montana house,
Yes.
and we are loading everything up in the garage. And there's Brody. Hi, Brody. Hi, Brody. All right. Well, thank you for watching Life with GRIZZ. It was a heck of an adventure. Please leave comments, like, share, Whatever you got to do. Let's grow this channel, guys. All right? Take care. Till next time. Bye.